How's it going, fam? Welcome back to Erica's EDC, and today we are going to do a splinter update. I know, I just posted, but this one is in 1095, and I want to share my initial findings with you. Also, I want to show you something really cool that came in the mail. This bad boy. This thing is awesome. This was a gift from my dear friend, Jesse. This is the Middleman, I think it's called, from Nice Guy Machine Company. This is a smaller pry bar of his. He has a whole bunch. The main ones, like the side piece and the Mr. Nice bar and stuff like that, are, I think, 5 inches long in the plain Jane bar. But this one is a little shorter and very cool. This is the non-thirsty edition, so it does not have the bottle opener, but just a very cool piece. I love Archie's work, so I'm really excited to test this. Jesse made my day getting this for me for my birthday. My birthday was yesterday. I turned 29. A lot of my birthdays have sucked, and yesterday definitely takes the cake for one of the suckiest birthdays ever, man. My birthdays are like cursed, but cheers to 29. Here we are. Jesse, I know you're watching this, thank you. Really excited to test that out. But the main point of this video is to talk about 1095. Why? Because a lot of the 1095 that I have used has been from like Essie and companies like that, and it's been very, very soft. And this is the first time that I have used 1095 blade steel at like 62 HRC. I think the only other knife that I have above 60 HRC in 1095 is from Joe Calton at Calton Cutlery, and I have a little necker from him. That performed very well, but this is 62. And this thing is only 5 thou BTE. Very, very cool. And I have been using this one, and it just goes to show what I've been talking about, that production companies, not gonna mention any names, are running things soft and thick for not toughness, but because they're lazy. This knife is really actually quite cool, and the level of sharpness that this came at was unbelievable, but the time that it is keeping the sharpness is really different in comparison to typical 1095 that you're going to find on the market. A lot of the 1095 that you see they're in like bushcraft knives, survival knives. They're gonna be 30 thou BTE, you know, 56 to 58 HRC, 58 to 60 if you're lucky. This one, I've been doing a lot of work with this, guys, and I just don't see a need for sharpened pry bars at all. Like, are they fun? Absolutely. Can you beat on them and pry car doors open with them and stuff? Of course you can, and they can be really fun to use recreationally. But I'm trying to bring a little more information on the for toughness argument, because we have steels that have been adopted by the bushcraft community per se, and they have not only adopted and claimed these steels, but they've also given them false characteristics that are not quite true, like, you know, treating them to only 58 HRC for toughness and running them really, really thick for toughness. I've been doing a lot of interesting tasks with this, and knock on wood, it hasn't failed yet. And it hasn't taken any edge damage or anything. And 5 thou BTE is very, very thin, guys. This is one of the thinnest knives I have. I'm not experiencing any failures yet. Now, I'm not batoning with this. It's just super thin, super slicey, being full flat ground. Really nice mirror polish on there. I'm not doing anything crazy like beating the living crap out of it trying to break it, but I am using it in my everyday tasks, and I'm just not really seeing why everything has to be so overbuilt. And I'm also, the low HRC thing is really interesting to me because, again, I'm not finding a compromise in toughness or edge stability or whatever you want to call it. I'm not finding a compromise yet with the higher hardness. We'll see what happens as time goes on, but just really interesting using custom 1095. Now, another thing I want to say is I've touched on this a few times in prior videos, but I will reiterate again because this particular video is about 1095 exclusively. This is a very, very cheap steel. The maker who made this, Kyle at the Scrawny Lumberjack, told me that this is a little over $3 worth of steel, okay? So the knife, the whole knife, is a whopping $3 and some change of steel. That's it. You know, I've said this before too, the scales here, the material that he used was actually like triple the price of the steel. This is some really beautiful like rag vintage micarta stuff. I don't even know what exactly it's called, but the handle costs more than the knife on this. And again, interesting point, because we're seeing knives pumped out for $70, $80, $90, $125 in 1095 that's soft and thick, but also doesn't have anything extravagant for a handle material. And again, you're paying like this ultra premium price for something that it should be sold for like maybe 30, 40 bucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's because we don't know and we aren't aware, because we don't have makers like Kyle, being honest. Like, you know, it's very cool to me that he made a knife in 1095, brought it up to the highest hardness that he could, that would not let it fail, and then was still honest and was like, you know, that was $3 worth of steel and the handle material costs more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have a lot of that realism and that communication and that education in the community. It's all kind of hush hush. We've been brainwashed into thinking that we need 52-100 and 80 CRV2 and 1095 and 1075, and it has to be under 58 HRC or it's gonna break, and it has to be thick as your mom, otherwise it's gonna snap out in the field. Like, it, I don't know. And then you're paying a premium price, but it's for the warranty. Like, the reason some companies have such a good warranty where they will replace anything and everything, even if you find it out in the woods broken somewhere, or you know, in the mall or whatever, the reason they have a warranty that's so flexible and you know, it doesn't really discriminate is because they have the money to replace thousands of knives per year, because they're making so much extra profit off of knives that should be $30 or $40, and they're making $125 off of it. So it's just, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit today. Like I said, this knife has been doing very, very well in comparison to other 1095 blades that I've used. The higher hardness and thinner geometry is really benefiting me. I have not done anything to try to break the knife yet, so we'll see, but I'm just, I don't know, man. I've seen 1095 EDC knives marketed, and I just feel that they can be thinner, harder, and less money, and that's just my opinion from Erica's Planet. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today, because this is a really cool piece, and I've just never been able to use custom 1095 like this. It's kind of a different world, I guess I should say. I'm stuttering. That's all I have for you guys today, I think. Yeah, I just wanted to give a little bit of that introduction to that 1095 splinter from Kyle at the Scrawny Lumberjack. I'm finally working on all of these slips that you guys have been seeing in the background for days. Those are finally getting sanded today. Working on it now. The Dremel is charging. These are pretty neat. Hold on. Let me find like a... Working on these two. This is Rattler Brown, Crazy Horse on one side, and then that black Chrome Excel waxed on the other. So these are some really thick slips. Working on those. Those are a lot of fun. I have some in toasted wheat too. Here it is. Check that out. These are all going through sanding and stuff, so you're gonna see some edges and what have you, but isn't that cool? That's a thick boy. Working on those. Also working on an order for a new friend. But yeah, I just wanted to chat with you guys, show you the knife, the birthday present. And for everyone that wished me happy birthday, thank you. I really appreciate it. Better luck next year, maybe. We'll see. I will see you guys on the next video. I love you so, so much. Go use your shit. Learn how to sharpen your knives. I will see you guys so soon. I love you so much. Take care.